Hi guys, welcome back to Pure My Podcast, and I am still your host, the one and only, the Black Queen herself. If you've stopped by for the very first time, hello, you are so very welcome. Make sure you join the family. Yes, make the commitment. How? By subscribing, of course. And then for the regulars, thank you once again for checking on me. And yeah, let's get right into it. So a little bit of the background. We've been getting into the relationship, the dating, and the type of marriages that we have. I mean, I'm not a relationship expert or anything, but some of the things we just, we see what happens, and then we normally have our thoughts, what do we think about it? I mean, others are good, others are bad, and others, it's also still new to us because we did not create this. We just see, and then we're like, oh wow, this thing exists. And guess what? I did a video about polygamy, and then someone told me, how about polyamorous? What are your thoughts? I don't even know what polyamorous means. So if someone asked me what is polyamorous relationship, based on my knowledge, I do not know. This might sound so stupid, but I feel like maybe this is a situationship whereby there is a committed couple already in a relationship, and then they want someone else to join whatever their situationship is called. But let's leave that at that. That is just my assumption. And then I want to get the real definition. So, relationship. Definition. Let's go. Okay. Oh my God. It already looks messy. Okay, the definition I've found here, it is polyamory is the practice or of or a desire for a romantic relationship with more than one partner at the same time, with the informed consent of a partner involved. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, so it is the desire or the want of more than one partner with the consent. Okay. So in this case, I think I'm kind of right with my definition that I gave earlier on. For instance, if you guys are in a committed relationship, and then, for instance, your spouse, your girlfriend, or your wife or your husband wants another partner, he will first talk to his wife, and then the wife will be like, oh yeah, sure, of course, go ahead, and then gets another girlfriend. And I do not know if all the three of them become together or whatever it is. I do not know, but this is not common in the African traditional society. The only one that is common is polygamy and then monogamy, of course. But this one is not. So what do I think? Is it cool? Honestly, I feel like nowadays people exaggerate stuff so much, in that the simplest thing you say, someone gets it, twist it the way they want to understand, and then boom, create an exploitation of what you've said. Do I consent it? No, I do not. Do I want it? No, I don't. How about those who are doing them? It's their business. It's not my business. So if that is what makes them happy, I mean, it is what it is, And normally, I don't even know if it lasts, because I have never seen a relationship, or a polyamorous relationship, that had existed for more than 10, 20 years. But I've seen a polygamy or a monogamy relationship that had existed. It still exists for more than 10, 15, 20 plus years. And that is what we know. However, I read somewhere and someone said, you know what, this is what the society forces us to believe. But right now we have lots of freedom, and we have freedom to do whatever the heck we want to do, okay? Because why not? We are in 2021, 22, 23, and next year will be 24, and we still want to hold back. No, we all want to express our desires freely. And it's kind of bizarre, I don't understand it. I do not know. First of all, who invented this thing? Polyamorous. It even sounds strange in my ears. And how do people even come up with these terms, I don't know. I don't get it. But it do happen. Have I seen it physically? No. Have I seen it on TV, on the internet? Yes. And have I tried to understand? No, I have not, and I don't want to, because I don't see myself in such situation. And then someone will tell me, what is the difference between polyamorous and polygamy? I do not know the difference. What I know is polygamy is normally one-sided. It's normally the man who later on gets another wife. But I think for polyamorous, it can be both ways. Yeah, because I remember I saw some video whereby this woman said, this is my husband and this is my boyfriend. Yeah, that was her exact explanation. And then I'm like, oh my God, how do they get along? And then when she got pregnant, she gave birth to this baby, her boyfriend, they kind of came and they were living together. Her boyfriend, I don't know if he quit his job to stay home and take care of her girlfriend's child. And then, whose baby was it? The baby was for the husband. But because he had the love for the girlfriend and the girlfriend needed someone to take care of the baby, he quit his job to stay home to take care of the baby. And I was like, wow, this is cool, this is crazy, this is also funny sometimes, because would you do that? I don't know. I don't see myself doing that, and I'm not yet in that level. I'm old school, y'all. And also, on top of that, I'm ghetto, okay? I've been doing ghetto shit over here. So, I prefer the traditional, way, because also people are like, why can't we do this? Why can't we do this? How about this? How about that? I don't know why, okay? I can't say much about it, but what I can say is I see it. This is the world we live in. Welcome to the present day. And normally these things, I want to say that I've not seen it in Africa yet, but I've seen it in the Western world. For instance, I've seen this couple, they were Americans, who were, having this. There's also this couple, I don't know their name because normally I'm not interested, but sometimes you see and you're like, well, what is this? What are they saying? Then you kind of keep on scrolling to read or to watch whatever they are explaining. And for me, in my head, I internalize it, but then I leave it at that. I don't want it to get into my skin or under it or into my brain, but just being aware that such things do exist, I think it's a cool thing, if you can know about something that exists. Knowing doesn't mean that you should practice it, no. However, if someone one day wants to do it, that is for them, it's just not for me. And then, sometimes they will say, my question is, why are you against it? I'm not against it. It is just not for me. This is a clear thing I've said. I don't know. For instance, in my head, I'll be questioning, these people are what? Are they religious people? Are they, Do they know God? I think they do, because, first of all, everyone is created in God's image. And we are all believers. Everyone believes at least in something. And the spiritual belief is very important, and some people do believe. But in my head, I'm like, but do you know that these things didn't exist in the Bible? Then people were like, well, you know what? Guess what? In the Bible, the thing of incest did exist. Even the homosexuality did exist. But then, when you read, there's a part where they say God was really annoyed with that city. That's why he destroyed. Is it the city of Sodom and Gomorrah? Something like that. Because there was too much incest in it. I think everyone knows the meaning of incest. For just a brief explanation, incest is when you're having a sexual relationship within your close relatives, if that makes sense. However, I know someone in real life who told me that in her culture, it is advisable to marry their cousins. I'm like, wait, what? Wait a damn minute. What do you mean by that? She was like, yes. It's because these are people that you grew up seeing them, you know which type of person they are. You have seen it, you've spent the rest of your young life with them, your young adult life, and now that you're grown as woman or grown as man, if you like the person, you can marry them. You know that you really have, the trust that you know that this person can never betray you. That was her explanation. I'm like, but wait, do you know what is incest? And then she didn't know. Then I explained. She said, no, that thing don't exist in our culture.